On December 8, 2014, a seemingly ordinary day in Gaithersburg, Maryland, took a tragic turn. A small corporate jet, en route from North Carolina, was preparing to land at the Montgomery County Air Park. The Embraer EMB 500 Phenom 100, a popular choice for private travel, was a familiar sight in the skies above the suburban community. However, this routine flight would soon transform into a horrifying scene of devastation, forever etching its mark on the town's history. The air park, nestled amidst residential neighborhoods, had long been a point of contention. Its proximity to homes raised concerns about noise pollution, and more importantly, the risk of accidents. Despite these concerns, life went on as usual, with residents becoming accustomed to the hum of aircraft overhead. Yet on this fateful day, their worst fears would be realized. As the jet approached the runway, a sense of normalcy prevailed. Unbeknownst to those on the ground, tragedy was imminent. Within moments, the unthinkable would occur, shattering the peace and claiming the lives of 6 innocent individuals. The flight originated in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, with 3 souls on board: the pilot, a co-pilot, and a single passenger. Their destination was the Montgomery County Air Park, a small general aviation facility serving the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. The weather conditions that day were unremarkable, with no indication of the catastrophe that awaited. As the jet neared Gaithersburg, air traffic control cleared it for landing on runway 14. The crew acknowledged the clearance, their voices calm and professional over the radio. From all appearances, it was a routine approach, no different from countless others conducted at the air park. However, as the jet descended, it became clear that something was amiss. The aircraft, instead of maintaining its glide path, began to deviate from its intended course. The deviation, subtle at first, grew increasingly pronounced, setting the stage for a disaster that would send shockwaves through the community. At approximately 10:44 a.m., the jet, now perilously low and off course, struck the roof of a house located on Snoffer School Road. The impact, heard for miles around, shook the quiet neighborhood, instantly transforming a peaceful morning into a scene of chaos and terror. The collision, as sudden as it was violent, tore the jet apart, scattering debris across a wide area. The main fuselage of the aircraft crashed into the house next door, igniting a raging inferno. The fire, fueled by jet fuel, quickly engulfed the home, trapping its occupants inside. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, their sirens wailing as they navigated the debris-strewn streets. The air was thick with smoke and the acrid smell of jet fuel, creating a nightmarish landscape. As firefighters battled the blaze, the grim reality of the situation became apparent. There would be no survivors. Section 4. Investigating the fatal descent. In the wake of the tragedy, investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board, or NTSB, descended upon the crash site. Their mission to determine the cause of the accident and prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future. The investigation, meticulous and thorough, would delve into the aircraft's systems, the pilot's actions, and the surrounding environment. Preliminary findings pointed to a series of errors that, when combined, led to the catastrophic outcome. The investigation revealed that the pilot had failed to properly program the jet's autopilot, resulting in an incorrect descent rate. Furthermore, the crew appeared to have become distracted during the approach, failing to monitor their altitude and airspeed effectively. The NTSB's final report, released months later, confirmed the initial findings. The report concluded that the probable cause of the accident was the pilot's failure to maintain airspeed and altitude during the approach, which resulted in a controlled flight into terrain. The report also cited the crew's distraction and their failure to properly program the autopilot as contributing factors. Section 5. The lingering impact. The Gaithersburg plane crash sent shockwaves through the aviation community and beyond. It served as a stark reminder of the inherent risks of aviation and the importance of meticulous attention to detail. The crash also ignited a debate about the wisdom of locating airports in close proximity to residential areas. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, implemented new safety measures aimed at preventing similar accidents. These measures included enhanced pilot training requirements and updated guidance on the use of autopilot systems during critical phases of flight. The crash also prompted a re-evaluation of airport safety zones, with some advocating for larger buffer zones between airports and residential areas. However, such changes faced resistance from those who argued that they would hinder economic development and infringe on property rights. The debate, complex and multifaceted, continues to this day, a testament to the enduring legacy of the Gaithersburg plane crash.